Some aggrieved Nigerians have taken to the street to protest the alleged discrimination and targeted raids by Indonesian immigration officers. This is just happening barely 1 week after Nigerian embassy house, I think quarters in Ghana, was attacked by unknown Ghanaian. Hi guys, this is Chiki Series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I quite appreciate that. And if you're new to this channel, thank you for clicking on the video. Just sit back, make yourself comfortable as we get on with this gist. So, some Nigerians were seen with placards, held it up, chanting "Enough is enough" during the protest, and accused Indonesian immigration officers of carrying out targeted raids against them and also killing some of their compatriots for not giving them the money they want, allegedly. And these protesters also accused the authorities of Nigerian embassy of doing nothing. So they went ahead and destroyed properties at the consulate in Jakarta. This is really sad and very heartbreaking. I understand that Nigerian embassy all over the world does not help Nigerian citizens, and it's very, very annoying. I can't understand the reason why embassy should be in a country and the citizens will be suffering. They don't really care, they don't bother, it doesn't perturb them to know what the problem is and know how they can alleviate the problem of the citizen, but that one is not their problem. So I've shared a video on that, why I hate Nigerian embassy, because I've also had my own fair share. I'll leave a link to that video on your screen right now. You might go and check it out. But in all honesty, I don't support what these guys did, the way they vandalized the embassy, the way they made a guy. There was one particular officer, I saw it on Sahara Reporters, that fell from ninth floor. Actually, violence does not help anybody, and in a situation like this, the better way or the best way to go about it is to register your grievances, or better still, do a peaceful protest instead of vandalizing property. Personally, I think Nigerian government need to do training for all their embassy staff all over the globe, because the way and manner they approach their citizens, Nigerian citizens, is very, very appalling. They're very rude, to be honest. They don't even bother, they don't have empathy, they don't care about their citizens, to say the least. They have very poor communication and they don't explain things very well to people. Most often, when you go there, they even neglect you, and if they bother to give you instructions, they won't be able to explain it very well. And you see citizens coming back there. In some cases, I've seen some people deported with travel certificate, and these are the people that never even use Nigeria as their country. They use another country. Then how come the government of that particular country that is hosting them were able to get Nigerian travel certificate, if not that the embassy allegedly issued this travel certificate? Otherwise, if somebody that never stated that he or she is from Nigeria, how come the person is being deported to Nigeria? Does it really add up? So when all the countries are kicking Nigeria out of their country, why wouldn't they react? Why won't people get angry? Why won't people get offended? You have embassy in a country and your country will never fight for you. They will never defend you. They will never bother to know what is happening to their citizens abroad. This is very sad. Nigerian government need to change their attitude and find a way to protect their citizens. Otherwise, Nigerians will be disrespected all over the world. The other day, a Ghanaian demolished, I think, Nigerian embassy's quarters in Ghana, and nothing has been done about that. That one is still on, and this one is happening here. I will attach the clip of that one that happened in Ghana to this video, so make sure you watch till the end. So what am I saying in earnest? If Nigerian government does not protect Nigerians, their lives will not matter. Their lives have to matter because they are also human beings and also have right to legitimate travel, so long as they do it within the ambit of the law, they're allowed to do it. So Nigerian government should protect the citizens more. Because I don't actually get it. People will leave Nigeria because of the corrupt government we have in Nigeria, the way they embezzle the money without taking care of the citizens. And you get to a foreign country, instead of the government to also protect you, the embassy to give you that coverage, you are strictly on your own. Nobody cares about you. They don't even bother. You have a problem, you're on your own. They don't speak for their citizens. Even some people that were illegally arrested, you are there on your own. It's very bad and sad.
The Nigerians cannot do anything. They cannot help us in this country. They cannot help us in this country. The Nigerians are not helping us in this country.
The rubbish, we don't have embassy. We don't have embassy. No embassy. Nigeria don't have No more Nigeria.
So this particular one is happening barely 1 week after a Ghanaian broke into Nigerian embassy staff quarters and demolished part of it, saying that the land does not belong to Nigerian High Commission. So, according to the report, it was gathered that a businessman who had claimed ownership of the property where the Nigerian High Commission staff quarters was built had come in with a bulldozer and began to pull down the building. And the eyewitness told the press that the authorities did not try to stop the man. Some Nigerian officials were said to have contacted Ghanaian police, but they arrived when the building was almost being pulled down. This is really sad. And no matter how anybody wants to support this, I tend to disagree, because from the statement, I learned that the head of Osu traditional area and chairman of National House of Chiefs revealed that a Nigerian businessman unlawfully acquired an Osu royal property, that is where the land is located, and developed it and leased it to Nigerian High Commission despite several warnings to the seat. So because of that, the Nan came and demolished part of Nigerian embassy staff quarters, which I believe is not too good. Anybody that is supporting it, this is highly unacceptable, and anybody supporting this evil act is an enemy against black people. Black people need to come together. They're not supposed to be having this kind of issue on African continent. Even if there is issue, they'll find a way to settle it amicably. How can they stand before the whole world and start shouting Black Lives Matter? Really, this is very shameful. This time, everybody is talking about Black Lives Matter. Then black people are also fighting themselves on African continent. It is very sad. It is very shameful to say.
I was here one day. I was here when our ambassador was almost killed here.
Nigeria life matter. Nigeria life matter. Nigeria life matter.
Look at it. If this can be done to our presidency, the presidency in this country, if this can be done to our presidency, how much are we ordinary citizens? That means we are not safe. We are not safe. For more than how many hours you have been calling? We've been calling the police. Nobody. Please be careful. Nobody should injure themselves. Be careful. Be careful.
The thing falls on them.
Be careful.
Nigeria life matter in Ghana. Nigeria life matter in Ghana. We are human beings.
Right.
We can't breathe.
Right.
We are on our leg.
We are suffering.
If this thing can be done to our High Commission residents, this is Nigeria here.
Overnight.
The woman life is in danger. The woman life is in danger all over the world. America, Europe, our High Commission life is in danger. Please, we can't breathe.
If you are doing a legal thing, why should
Can
you
you
come
come
in the
this
middle
on
of the
our
night?
leg? We can't breathe. Nigeria life.
What are we talking about? What shall the police do? Why the people came armed? So tell me, if the police were here during that time, could they affect these people that were armed with guns? Please, people of the world, come to our aid. We can no longer breathe in Ghana. We are suffocating. If the Ghanaians no longer want us in this country, say to us that Nigerians should leave your country and we will peacefully leave your country. This is what we have to go through. This is our news. In Ghana, we want the whole world to see to this and to come to our head. We are saying, say no to racism. We are saying that black man deserves a better life. But this is a case of blood to blood demolition of the residents of a Nigerian commission without a prior notice. This is appalling, if I must say. This is more precious reporting from Auto FM.
An international embarrassment. One disrespect too many. That is how lawmakers at a meeting with the Minister of Foreign Affairs described the demolition of the Nigerian embassy residence in Ghana. Although the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says the action was carried out by non-state actors, for the lawmakers, maybe it's time to kick diplomacy out the window.
Honorable Minister, I think it's about time we took a very huge leap, a decisive measure in ensuring that they regret their action.
If you don't take steps, it will happen again. It's happened in South Africa, it's happened in China, it's happening in our backyard.
In the near future, we may end up closing almost all our embassies or missions all over the world because we are not serious about our foreign relation.
It's like somebody going to the presidential villa and breaking the gate of Mr. President, because every ambassador is representing Mr. President.
Nigeria is losing it at all sides. Nigerian government need to do something. They have to make Nigeria great again if there's anything like that, because the corruption is too much in the system. I don't know, maybe it's part of the reason why all these countries don't even respect Nigerian citizens anymore. So guys, let me know what you think about this, about Nigerian embassy in Indonesia, what the citizens did to Nigerian embassy, and also what the Ghanaian that pulled out a part of Nigerian embassy in Ghana. I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it, and subscribe to my channel if you've not done already. Also turn your notification bell so that I get notification whenever I upload a new video, and I'm gonna catch you in my next video. Bye.